Number one, nobody owns anything. Neither individuals, nor the nation, nor the state. Ownership is for Allah. Just as in the political system, we said, ruler is Allah. Sovereignty belongs to Him and Him alone. In the same way, Lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. You don't own anything. Ownership belongs to Allah. You are only custodians. Parallel to caliphate. These are custodians. You don't own even your body. You have to be caliph of Allah on your body also, to enforce the divine law on your own person, in your own home. In the same way, ownership belongs to Allah. Nobody owns anything. Number two, whatever you earn, maybe through agriculture, maybe through business, maybe through industry, or service somewhere in the offices, etc., etc. Whatever you get is not your earning. It is the bounty of Allah. You know, if you have hired a person for working as a laborer, and you say, I will pay you $20 in the evening. You have to work for 8 hours here. Now, if you find that the person has worked very hard, in a very responsible way, he didn't need any supervision to work. He was working out of his own responsibility. So in the evening, you give him $20 plus 5 more. This is fadl. He couldn't demand it. It is not his earning. He could demand only $20. The extra 5 are fadl in the terminology of Quran. Surplus. So whatever you get in this world is fadl of Allah, not your earning. The word of earning is Quran uses for whether you are earning virtues, good deeds for the reward in the hereafter, or you are earning bad deeds resulting in punishment in the hereafter. These are the earnings. Laha ma kasabat wa alayha maktasabat. Kasb, to earn, mostly, except only in one place in Quran that is used for earning also. Earning materially. Now the first principle, nobody owns anything, neither individuals nor the state. Everything belongs to God. Whatever you get in this world is the bounty of Allah, not the result of your labor. Number 3, out of this which you have been given, your right is only limited to your needs. Whatever is surplus from your needs is the right of the poor, people who have remained behind financially. Or you may say, it is for Allah. Give it away. It's not yours. Allah has put it in your wealth to test you, whether you keep it for yourself or you give it to the people whose right it is, not yours. يَسْأَلُونَكَ مَاذَا يُنْفِقُونَ قُلِ الْعَفْوَ. When there was, instruction and persuasion, spend for the cause of Allah, spend for the pleasure of Allah, spend and spend and spend and spend 1,000 times. People asked, what is the limit? How much? يَسْأَلُونَكَ مَاذَا يُنْفِقُونَ. How much we have to Spend for the pleasure of Allah. Answer was, "Qul laugh. Whatever is spare, whatever is more than your needs, whatever is surplus, give it up. Don't keep it with you." This is the right of the deprived people. These four cardinal principles go to make a complete economic system. The Prophet ﷺ himself, he lived at this level. Never accumulated any wealth. No penny to be retained. And there were a number of his companions whom we call fuqara sahaba. Abu Zar, Abu Darda. They were living at this level. And after that pious caliphate, the Muslim saints, whom we call Sufia, they lived at this level. And in a Muslim society, although these people will be in a very minute minority, but they are the pacemakers. Who is to be honored? Who is to be respected? The wealthy man or this person who owns nothing, who retains no wealth? He is to be honored. He is to be respected. So moral values, the pacemaking of these moral values is done by these people who are living their life at this level of economic system. But this is absolutely voluntary, not forced. There is no fixed level that this is your requirement and this is not your requirement. You have to fix it yourself. The more you believe in the hereafter, the more you will tighten your belt and spend more for the pleasure of Allah, so that you get the reward in the hereafter. To give you an example of the teaching, how the Prophet used to teach his people, a goat was sacrificed in the house of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala, the wife of the Prophet. All the meat was distributed among those poor people, the Ashabu Suffa. There were people, who were sitting in the mosque only to learn from the Prophet, doing nothing, no business, no labor. So it was distributed. She only kept one shoulder, because this meat of the shoulder was liked by the Prophet. He retained. When the Prophet came, he asked, "What remained of that goat?" He answered, "Nothing but a shoulder." He said, "No, whole of the goat has been saved, except this shoulder which we will consume. What we have given, it is saved forever." Just as Jesus said, don't collect in this world where there is fear of theft, where things, are destroyed. Why not gather everything in the hereafter? There's not going to be any theft there, no loss. Why do you deposit in the banks over here? Why not deposit in the divine bank of the hereafter? So this is voluntary. And that is the beauty of it. Not forced. It's not legal. Legal things are forced. Now I come to the second legal system, legal economic system of Islam.